General Asoro Room, I represent Ranabunkura Kibepeda constituency with the Speaker in Prancano. With the Speaker, my respected colleagues, as the Chairman House Committee on Air Force, by the special grace of God and the permission of the leadership of the House, first and foremost, I wish to begin by commending the leadership under the Mr. Speaker for convening this very important and timely session dedicated to comprehensive review of the nation's security situations at a time when our country continues to face escalating threats from insurgency, terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, sabotage, and criminality across multiple regions. This session is timely, necessary, and in the best interest of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As Chairman House Committee on Air Force, I provide a brief but strategic overview of the operational realities across our major theaters, highlight ongoing security interventions, identify critical gaps, and propose actionable legislative and oversight measures that can strengthen our national security posture. First, in the Northeast, under Operation Hadunkai, the Nigerian Air Force continues to sustain pressure on Boko Haram, ISWAP, predicting airstrike, ISR missions, and the close air support have been carried out in hotspots such as Sambisa Forest, Timbuktu Triangle, Goda, Baga, Mafa, Dipa, and the Lake Chad ranges. These operations are essential, especially as insurgents continue to exploit rugged terrain and cross-border safe havens. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, in the Northwest, mandatory mass abductions and illegal mining remain dominant threats. The Air Force has conducted targeted strikes in Bindungwali, Zurmi, Sape, Safana, and the Kalambina Forest edges. Rapid response mission has also supported security operations during our major abduction incidents and highway attacks. However, shifting threat patterns continue to demand improved night operations and forward deployed assets. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, at the North Central, persistent IS patrol over Plateau, Benue, Nasra, Kogi have helped preempt communal clashes and monitor kidnappings corridors, especially along the Abuja-Kaduna edges. Yet, the shortage of night-capable aircraft limits through 24-hour responsiveness. Mr. Speaker, my respectable colleagues, in the South-South and the Gulf of Guinea, the Air Force continue to play a vital role in protecting our economic assets. ISR flights have supported the disruption of illegal refining sites, pipeline tipping points, and maritime criminality around Brass, Boni, and ex-Krabos. Collaboration with the Navy and JTF under Operation Delta Safe remains crucial to safeguarding oil and gas infrastructure. In the Southeast, operations are carefully collaborated to avoid collateral damage in densely populated urban centers. Through intelligence-led engagement, UAV surveillance, and precision targeting, the Air Force has supported efforts to dismantle IED, making hideout and armed group camps in locations such as Orlu, Orsu, Ihiala, Nsuka, Nnewi, and part of Ebonyi State. Air surveillance has also strengthened the work of police and DSS in tracking targeted killings and countering attacks on public infrastructure. But the Speaker, my respected colleagues, despite this effort, numerous constraints continue to undermine optimal performance of the Nigerian Air Force. Funding unpredictability affects procurement, maintenance, fuel supply, technological gaps, particularly in the ISR platform, UAVs, and night-capable aircraft limit situational awareness. High operational tempo has placed pressure on maintenance facilities and personnel. Welfare challenges for the officers and men who are in the front line, housing deficits and medical gaps persist, and finally, concern over collateral damage makes intelligence, validation, and mission planning more demanding. On the positive side, Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, the Nigerian Air Force has recorded notable achievement. Over 8,600 missions have been deployed in the last 18 months. New aircraft such as T-129 attack, helicopters, UAVs, DA-62 air platform, King aircraft and the AW109 trackers are boosting capabilities. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleague, in our country's technical capacity has expanded with the major aircraft inspections and activations now occurring locally. Both local and international training have improved. This development shows significant progress, but also underscores the need for sustained support for the legislator. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleague, in the light of the realities, I propose the following oversight and legislative measures. First, the airport should be mandated under our committee, as usual, to be providing more quarterly readiness and serviceable report to the National Assembly. Two, the oversight visit that we always carried on must continue, most especially to monitor the runways, hangars, port operating bases, and the personnel welfare facilities should be intensified. We must also promote integrated intelligence sharing through a national IRS coordinating framework. We shall fast-track the establishment of the Air Power Center of Excellence, which I believe will strengthen doctrine development, research, and operational training. Finally, we must legislate predictably multi-year funding for air power modernization. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleague, Nigerians stand at a critical.
Honorable Alimadaki, can you stand up for recognition, please?
Our obligation as elected representatives of the people is to provide effective oversight, enact purposeful legislation, and ensure that our security agencies have the tools, resources, and accountability framework necessary to protect our citizens nationwide. With the renewed commitment and united legislative front, we can significantly improve our security outcome and restore stability across the nation. Mr. Speaker, my respected colleagues, I thank you and I thank the leadership of this House for giving us the mandate and the opportunity to serve at the capacity by regards to our armed men and women who are doing their best to protect the sanctity of this great nation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May God bless and may God bless.
Federal constituency. Let me first of all commend the leadership and Mr. Speaker for this session. And going straight into it, I think all citizens are stakeholders in securing our communities. Intelligence gathering is very important, so our traditional institutions should be involved. And when we say intelligence gathering should be secretive. Once intelligence is given, people should act immediately. I have a few suggestions. We have a lot of youths that are awaiting trial. Let me first of all commend the government for decongesting the correctional facilities, but we need more. We need non-custodial sentences. Now, when I talk non-custodial sentences, people that are awaiting trial for petty crimes, they should be given an option to join the forces, a mandatory one-year service to secure their communities. Those youths, instead of keeping them behind bars, awaiting trial for years, they can be given options of serving in the police force, in the army, or in the Navy for 1 year. That would help us secure our communities better. Let me commend my previous speakers. Everyone has spoken about solutions, and I believe if we continue this discussion, we'll find solutions to the security challenges in Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Thank the good people of Yagba Federal Constituency. I'm from Kogi State, and I am the chairman of the House Committee on Custom and Excise, and my deputy is here, happy. So the secret is we do things jointly. Thank you, Your Excellency.
So whatever I can hold you responsible, I can equally hold him responsible, right?
You are right, sir.
You are one and the same.
One and the same.
You are joint and severally together.
He is from Kano, I'm from Kano.
Thank you. Thank you for the information. We are accordingly guided.
Thank you, sir. I noticed that anytime we talk of security, Nigeria Customs Service is always omitted. And to me, is a mistake, because most of these weapons that these non-state actors uses comes either through the land borders, both approved and non-approved borders. Also by seaports and airports. That is why the custom is so critical in fighting insecurity. Just recently, we had a program called Sea Pact. That is Custom Partnership African Cooperation in Trade. And what they are trying to do is to bring all the customs heads and custom formation in Africa together, so that if there's any movement of unauthorized goods coming maybe from South Africa to Nigeria, it has to pass through some border before it gets to Nigeria. So it must not be Nigeria custom that must arrest such uncustom goods. And this program took place in the villa. I was there, and all the custom heads in Africa came. So this is one way to fight this menace. And if custom is not being called all the time, they call security chiefs to the villa, I believe our work is not well done. Because what they use to fight is the weapons and ammunitions. They cannot fight with bare hands. And it comes through importation. Recently, Nigeria Custom intercepted guns at an airport. For what? Is to come and cause insecurity in our land. I want to suggest that for our borders to be well monitored and for these weapons not to move freely within Nigeria, there is need to also make custom to be what? More proactive than they are now. And what do they need? They need support as well, just like the military. One of the major problems that we are trying to, not mention in this insecurity that is ravaging the country is to talk about our family size. I was discussing.
Time.
I was given 3 minutes.
1 minute remain.
Okay. I was just discussing with my colleagues that all these bandits originate from some homes. And they are not from heaven. Somebody gave birth to them. I was listening to one video whereby they said they want to go and meet the mother of the bandit's head. I was shocked. Does it mean somebody is having a relationship with somebody killing people in the bush? So there's need for us to look at our family size, just like other countries that we compare our developmental stage with, like China, like United States of America, like UK, so that all these children that we cannot train, that have now become a source of problem to us, will be controlled. This is my own suggestion to this discussion. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank